As we approach the end of 2025, Columbus has its lowest number of homicides in more than a decade. As of tonight, 81 people died from violence in the city. While there is a decline, Columbus leaders say efforts need to increase to save more lives in 2026.
We can't rest on our laurels. We have to stay committed to one another.
As Columbus reaches a milestone not seen in more than 10 years, the work evolves.
We've seen great progress. We're very happy, but we're not satisfied.
Police investigated 81 homicides so far this year in Columbus. That's compared to 126 in 2024, 149 in 2023, and the highest number ever, 208 in 2021. The city hasn't seen less than 100 homicides in a year since 2015.
We do have 81 homicides, but what's impressive to me and what I'm really proud of is the fact that out of those 81 homicides, we've solved 69. And that's important because when we solve these crimes, we're able to get these people off the streets so they can't perpetrate or hurt someone else.
Police Chief Elaine Bryant says in 2025, investigators also solved 30 homicides from previous years.
We want families to know we don't just stop once the year is over. We don't forget about you. We continue to take every tip. We continue to investigate. We want to make sure that we're getting closure and justice for those families as well.
The mayor and police chief attribute this year's progress to partnerships with the community, like the organization Mothers and Murder Columbus Children.
I think that you're seeing the reduction at the rate that you're seeing because of community buy-in. I think when we saw the division shift from enforcement to engagement, when Chief Bryant and First Assistant Chief House came, we felt family. We felt that they could be approached.
Melissa Thomas St. Clair lost her son, Anthony, from gun violence. To help prevent more homicides in 2026, she says her organization's focused on action leading to a growth mindset in offenders and youth.
Sustainability is the only way that we are going to continue this momentum. So we say continue the fix in 2026.
Also tonight, while Columbus has its lowest number of homicides in more than a decade this year, there are two concerning trends: accidental shootings with young victims and domestic violence deaths. I asked the police chief how the department will prevent more of those types of tragedies in this new year.
It's so tragic, preventable and tragic.
This year, 5 children died from accidental shootings in Columbus, according to police.
We know that oftentimes there are weapons that are not being secured.
As the year comes to an end, Police Chief Bryant wants you to carry this message into 2026.
We implore our parents, our families to lock your weapons up. A lot of times children are getting a hold of these weapons and they're injuring themselves or injuring others.
We're not just mayors and police chiefs, we're moms and dads. And so really asking adults to take responsibility, making sure that gun is locked up.
The mayor says gun locks are free and available at Columbus fire stations.
It's hurtful to a degree that when someone else has the decision to make, and they can make just a simple decision, and when they're not making that decision after even hearing about so many other stories, it's disheartening.
Community advocates like Melissa Thomas St. Clair and police are also focusing on reducing domestic violence in the city.
We do have a high incident of domestic violence, which is the one area that everyone in the community should be and are concerned about.
CPD data reveals 37% of homicides this year in the city were domestic violence or domestic related.
That is the one area where we're headed in the wrong direction. The number of homicides out of domestic violence, and that's not just intimate partners and spouses. Sometimes that's siblings, sometimes that's children and parents and extended family members.
Mayor Ginther says community members need to step up efforts to help prevent domestic violence, as well as city leaders and police.
We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we're educating, making sure our officers recognize the symptoms or when they run across someone, so we can get them the help that they need before it becomes a homicide.